tenemos que analizar conjuntamente y hacerlo tan rápidamente. Se posesionó. Colombia no tenía relaciones con Venezuela. Casi que no reconocía después de una política estúpida a Venezuela. Y fíjense ustedes en lo que va después de aterrizar y establecer la realidad, lo que ha sucedido en el último año y medio en Venezuela.
And something that we might say is that between Venezuela and Colombia, we have established a dialogue and we need to integrate. We need to cooperate and listen to every country's concerns.
Colombia, la República de Colombia que tanto le debe y que tanto daño a algunos le causaron. Estamos precisamente rescatando, yendo a Haití, nuestra historia. De allá salió Bolívar, de allá salió Miranda con nuestra bandera.
We need to pay attention to what we have learned from history, what we have learned from Bolívar and from Miranda.
Entonces va a ser una visita primero de solidaridad, segundo de reconocimiento.
So therefore, that's what I said before, that I'm going to pay a visit, firstly in solidarity, and secondly to be able to understand the root of the problem. We need to lend a hand to Haiti, a country which we owe a lot. Haiti is a very important country for us, and therefore we're going to lend a hand and we're going to help it. I would also like to thank our Chancellor, which has done an incredible work. The General Secretary of the United Nations said that the facts today are developing at an incredible speed, and therefore we need to update every measure, every plan that we have in order to solve and fulfill our problems. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. In name of the President Xiomara Castro, I would like to say that the most important fact about this summit is the creation of mechanisms that will address the problems that these countries are suffering living. And I'm glad that we're holding this summit, because in a country like Honduras, where the number of migrants has increased in a great scale and very quickly, we do think that it's necessary to hold this summit, because this is the only way to diminish the problems that this country and the rest of the countries are facing. We have addressed very important topics, especially of those of Cuba and the United States, because we receive great numbers of these brother country that are traveling to the rest of Latin American countries. And they are crossing borders, especially those of our country, which is something that it's concerning the government. That we are receiving great numbers of migrants, and that number is increasing by the day. And this is why we need this kind of initiative. We need this kind of summit so we can address this as the main and only topic. Again, thank you very much, especially to Mexico, for the hospitality and being the host of a summit that will solve and address these problems. Also addressing topics like the agriculture, the development of other sectors. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Firstly, thanks to the government. Today, we have seen how different leaders of different countries have been addressing this topic. Migration, as we always have said, is a phenomenon that needs to be addressed correctly, individually, always respecting the human rights, and not being diminished or addressed from a political point of view. Therefore, first, we need to work on the origin and the root of this problem of migration. And I also would like to thank the support we have received from other countries too that condemn and reject the measures of other countries that regulate the migration in our continent. The different countries of the regions have made the commitment to treat respectfully and taking into account the human rights of each of every migrant. Also, it's important to highlight how this measure has also raised the problem or criminal bands that are making a business of migration. I do believe that today that we all have given a very important step to start analyzing migration not from a political point of view, but in order to solve the problem and protect our migrants. So that's why we have had a very agitated schedule these days. And we have seen mostly the causes of this phenomenon and the difficulties that this has caused in each of these countries, especially from the countries that are hosting these migrants, especially the United States. And that's something that we have really stressed these days, the politics of the hosting countries towards the migrants. So once again, thank you very much. Thanks to Mexico, thanks to our colleagues. They have been working for making possible this summit. Thank you very much. I would like to thank leaders of the different countries for having the initiative of holding this summit. I would also like to highlight the fact of the initiative of these countries holding this meeting. I like to highlight the fact that these countries have had empathy, which is something very important when dealing with this topic. In the case of Cuba, migration has an impact in the countries of the region. And the president stressed the fact that the migrants of our region are headed mostly to the United States, there are a series of characteristics and reasons which have led people to migrate. The first one is the blockade in Cuba, which has as a main goal stressing the problems in Cuba, especially food and the most essential rights and resources of the country, which has led Cuban migration to increase and do it through illegal and insecure ways. And the second fact is that an important fact is that if a Cuban goes to the American border, has certain priorities, let's say, taking into account the rest of the migrants in Latin America. This country offers only to Cuban migrants the right of becoming residents after 1 year. This is a privilege that the rest of the migrants in Latin America do not have. And this makes one of the main reasons why the people are migrating. And this is a measure that could be implemented if we are hoping to solve this problem or at least diminish the consequences. Therefore, Cuba is hoping and willing to start a dialogue with the United States. Now we'll hear the words of the Minister of Haiti.
Good afternoon, everybody. I just want to say thanks to the President and thanks to his team for hosting this summit and for us to be grappling with such a morally compelling and vexing issue. The important thing is that we're grappling with it together, unified, coordinated. I think that's most important because oftentimes we grapple with issues on our own, and that's when we fall woefully short of our goals. But if we work together and we coordinate our efforts and bring all our resources, all our talents, all our mental capacity, all our energies together, then we are able to take on any problem in the region. Our regional problems require regional solutions. And so I'm just very, very thankful to President AMLO for his leadership, for his generosity, for bringing us together so that we can deal with the issues, deal with it frontally, honestly, frankly. And so, as much as we had some really, really special and very practical solutions to our problems, I think it is the spirit of unity, the spirit of working together that bodes well for the future. Thank you.
Buenas tardes a todos.
Good afternoon to all of you. I would like to thank firstly President Obrador, and I would like to encourage Latin American countries to work united, because this would be the only way so we can find a solution to this problem. Working together, we can have different perspectives and way of thinking, so which be the faster way to address this problem together. We feel very grateful with President Obrador for giving us this opportunity to be here together so we can find a solution for the problem of migration in the region. Only working together and united, we can solve this issue and move forward. Good afternoon. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here today and address the topic of migration. We, in Haiti, the problems of poverty and violence have an impact, have a negative impact on migration. And to us, it's a very common important problem that we need to address immediately and find solutions for it. We congratulate President Obrador for being a leader and having the initiative of holding this meeting, and I'm sure that this is a very important first step to work together and find solutions for this problem. Thank you very much. And we're looking forward to hear indications to solve the problem.